people don't like Drake in America because he ain't American. If Drake was born and raised here in America, he would not be getting the hate that he's doing. As a matter of fact, he will get treated similarly to how J. Cole is getting treated. What up, what up, what up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is the battle between Drake and Kendrick. Now, got a panel with me. I got Black. I got I got Sean B is in the building. What's up, Sean B?
What it do?
And I got IB Ski in the building. What's good, man?
What's the word?
The word is this battle, man, between Drake and Kendrick. Started off, shots have been fired. And just been wondering what exactly are y'all thoughts about it out of the gate? What are your thoughts about it, Sean?
Man, I don't know what to think about it. It all kicked off in my eyes with the tape "We Don't Trust You," by Future and Metro.
Okay.
When I heard that tape, I was like, dang, this sounds like a diss. But then when I heard like that, especially with Future and Kendrick, I was like, all right, so we taking shots, but why? I have no clue, so that's kind of my take on it.
What about you, Ski? What is your take on this whole thing, man?
Well, it just came out this came out of nowhere to me, But rap battle's been going on for so long, so it's not. Is that part of the culture? I don't know. They've been doing this, for quite some time now. We can go all the way back to, 80 rappers or whatnot. Then
Yeah, LL Cool Mo D, and
and
you
Ice,
had
you know.
you
So
had can't forget the Bridge Is Over by
yeah.
KRS and BDP and MC Shan.
So
And
even at those times when it was drama, it was shots fired, it was a lot of stuff. Biggie and Pac lost their life. This is nothing new. It's kind of sad that it's on hip hop. It's like, do we make it look bad? 'Cause back in the days was, well, I guess there was the hell. Was that Marvin and the Blue Notes? They was going at it with Temptations.
were there?
you know,
It was
I
R&B
guess
beefs too.
up in battles or whatnot. I don't know what that'd be about in the music industry.
Four Tops was beefing with the Five Heartbeats or some shit. Five Heartbeats ain't real, y'all. I'm
That's
just
what the
kidding.
5 Heartbeats was about, wasn't it? And
Yeah,
then
yeah, it was. It was. The Five Heartbeats was about like R&B battles and competition. Everybody wants
yeah.
to be at the top. Black male is in the building. What's good, man?
Shalom, shalom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're just talking about this beef, man. What is your take on this whole Drake and Kendrick beef, man?
Well, right now, my take is Kendrick body dude, and Drake is pretty much gonna have to. He gonna have to hire a new set of writers, and he gonna like they almost zipped him up. He already
I
in the body bag.
did you hear Drake last song he made?
No, I heard like a clip, but I ain't hear the whole thing.
He got a whole new.
Go ahead
he
and
got a
play it, Pop.
The heart. You talking talking about the heart
Yeah, I think so.
6.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let's
The
yeah
paperwork of the cap.
yeah let's
Yeah,
let me play let me play the heart part 6 here for Black.
I haven't even heard it. This is my first time too.
All right. The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you get and get stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a weekend and we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother I, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps, the shit you so obsessed with, is so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore, this really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted, I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment, this shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioning A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dawg, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records, I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. And Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise.
Look at that.
When I hit your back, it's a lot safer. Oh my goodness, man! Come on, man.
Yeah, I heard that one. I heard that one. Yeah, my
I'm
take
your
on
baby
that.
mama screensaver. Okay.
Yeah, that's I guess that's clever. You know. I mean, all of those are like jabs. Those are pretty much jabs.
Hey, this is what I want y'all to do. I want all of y'all to give me I don't. Just out of the stuff that you heard, I want y'all to give me your favorite section of this battle. I don't care if it's Drake or Kendrick. Give me your favorite piece of this battle. Don't matter who it's from.
So hold on. So check this. Drake, as of now, is still in the body bag, though. Let's make that clear. From my perspective, he's still in there.
Well, you got to
Kendrick has
justify
not.
that though.
Kendrick has not zipped the bag up yet. He ain't zip it up, but he definitely put him in there. So that's just from my perspective. You see a lot
Okay,
of
we'll
like,
back that up. Back that
all
up.
right,
How is
well,
Drake in the bag?
first off, for me, I'm understanding. I'm coming from the perspective that Drake pretty much is he on some hire a writer type situation, and just from the start, from day one, okay, that's a L. If I'm battling you and you need help battling me, and I don't need no help, my pen is my pen, but your pen is his pen. That's a
Now,
L off
okay,
rip.
That's
okay,
wicked.
Off
okay,
rip
okay.
for me.
I'm a play God's advocate here, okay? And I'm a actually go on the side of Drake. Now, check this out. He accused Kendrick Lamar of having a ghostwriter himself. I forgot the guy's name, Ken Barr. He said Kendrick Barr's only hitting when another dude write him. Ken Bean pen, something like that.
No, Drake
So he's
said that.
accusing, yeah, not in that song, but in another song. So Kendrick got ghostwriters. Let me tell you, like it's like this, man. I will admit that maybe Drake got some ghostwriters, but I think that Kendrick got some ghostwriters too. This is where they get the term 20v1. It's 20 motherfuckers verse one. 20. Kendrick got a whole West Coast backing him. Okay? Not only do we got the whole West Coast, but he got the industry too. You're talking about Future, Metro Boom, Rick Ross, Kendrick Lamar. He got so many dudes against him. It's 20v1. Okay?
No, so what you got to understand though is Drake has the CEO of Universal Records in the name of Lucian. He got the dude that controls streams.
Yeah.
He got the dude that manipulates algorithms towards his artist's favor, which is why the numbers is so slanted, which is why all these artists is even pissed to begin with. Dig that.
No, well, I dig that. I got to come back for that.
Okay.
Drake just signed a deal in 2022
Yep.
for $400 to $500 million.
That
Okay,
made him what?
$500 million. And here is the part that I think all of this beef is coming from.
Go on and speak on it.
The beef is coming because Drake also has the rights to buy Kendrick catalog. Okay? He can own. This is why in one of his verses he said, if your catalog is available, I'll buy the whole thing. He said that in one of his bars. I think it was in First Shooter. He said that. If your catalog is available, I'll buy the whole thing. Kendrick don't like the idea of being owned by Drake. He don't like the idea of being owned by Drake. especially since Drake, he do say some cornball stuff like you rap like you trying to free the slaves, almost like he's a slave master, right? He's trying to be a slave master. Well, black folks ain't gonna take too kind to you talking about slavery and you're a Canadian boy, all right? Especially in the US. All you doing is creating enemies. But I think the main beef, and I don't think Kendrick really want to get into this too much, is he's afraid that Drake is going to own his whole catalog.
He ain't the
And
only one.
no, he ain't the only one. He ain't the only
Because he
one
got
that.
the same thing with Rick Ross. Same thing with a
Yeah,
lot of it ain't just Kendrick. It's a lot
yeah.
of people. See, the people, that's why Kanye said Drake has a rich baby daddy. That's why Kanye
Mm-hmm.
said that. Because
Mm-hmm.
these people, you got to understand, Drake was placed in position to do what he's doing. What do I mean? To be an influencer in a culture that he knows nothing about really, that he not from really. He don't add nothing to it except but to sensationalize aspects of it. But he ain't really from it, which is why that comment that he made about freeing the slaves was so targeted and why people took to it so negatively and people understood why Dot was doing what saying what he was saying, doing what he was doing, calling him a colonizer. In other words, to put it plain, I didn't really look at Drake like a colonizer prior to this battle. I didn't really see because I don't pay attention to dude like that. But listening to his music, he is a pop artist. He does utilize other people's pen. They starting to call him out now too. But now he's a colonizer within a community that he's not really from and is being personified. So now I'm looking at it just like in my eyes, there's no way he could really win this battle. Once somebody really expose you on this level, you can do numbers, you can make millions of dollars. You were supposed to do that because he was put here as a, in his words, Jewish kid by Jewish people to be on top. He's supposed to be on top because he's Jewish, right? So he was placed in position from an actor's world to pretend to be something he's not. And he's done that to perfection. To write stuff, he ain't really writing about his own perspective. Other people are giving him a culturistic perspective to say over dope beats. And that's one thing
Well,
he's good at. He's an actor.
well,
He's
I
good
I
at
don't
it.
know about.
He can never
Look.
win this battle with me.
I, I agree.
Never.
I agree, and I'm glad you said that, Black, because a lot of people feel that way. Drake can never win this battle, and let me tell you
Nah.
why. Hold,
He been
but let me tell you,
exposed
but
now.
right, but let me tell you why. Let me tell you
He's a
why.
colonizer.
No, he's not a
That's a
colonizer. But first of all,
that's a perfect way to put it.
he do got a pen. He do got a pen. He do write his own stuff. I'm not saying he don't have help in other songs, but he do got a pen. All right. Everybody's not going to give this guy $500 million for not having a pen. He got a pen.
No, yeah,
But hold on,
please. What?
hold on. Let me say this. I'm glad you said that because he can never win this battle. In my opinion, there are two categories to judge this whole thing. Okay? And I put a poll up on my channel. Who won? Who won the battle between Drake and Kendrick? Was it did Drake win because of his culture? Did Kendrick win because of the culture? Did Drake win because of his lyrics? Or did Kendrick win because of his lyrics? If y'all had to click that poll, because there's two different categories. You can win one and lose the other. Okay? how how would you vote in that poll with those four options? Did
I'm
Drake? Did you think? Go ahead, Sean.
I'm gonna break it down, right? And y'all probably gon' have your own opinions, right? But honestly, I don't feel like Drake is losing or in a body bag. And I don't feel like it's a landslide victory like y'all claiming, to be honest. Let's just start with it, right? So when we talk about direct shots, all right, Kendrick caught him with like that with Future. Dang near every bar and that verse went crazy. And that's what kicked it off. I expected Drake to not respond, to be honest. I expected him, right? Like he went at Pusha T, but he kind of ducked that action with Pusha T, right? And Kendrick dropped Euphoria. Whew, Euphoria 80. Let me see your Pusha T. You better off spending again on him before thinking about pushing me. Like what? Like Kendrick was on his head. Don't get me wrong. But at that same time, like you said, 20 other people lined up. Like, oh yeah, let me jump in and try to get a kick while you down. He came back with Family Matters. And that's a 3-part song on one track. It's 3 different beats on that one track where he addressed all 20 of you niggas. Like, what up?
Right.
He ain't ducking no smoke from anybody. He ain't ducking no smoke. And he kept dropping. He kept dropping. I mean, they both making claims about, oh, you got ghostwriters. But to be honest, everybody in the industry got somebody that they go to.
Everybody got him. Exactly
You know
right.
what I mean? So I count that whole topic out. That's not even an argument for me. But let's get down to exposure, what we really talking about. Kendrick claimed that he had a daughter. Is that fake tea? It seeming like fake
That's
tea to
fake
me. Like
news. That's
you
fake
taking the L
news. He
on
don't
that,
have
bro.
a daughter.
So now
To
let's
me,
what's the other
you can't get.
what's the
Hold
other
on.
claim
What?
you talking about? You
Go
talking
ahead,
about
Sean.
he's let's just say he inappropriate. You know what I mean? That's what Kendrick claiming. He an inappropriate person. We all know what he's alluding to. More or less, I mean, you could kind of put together some pieces, so to say, and try to, you know what I'm saying. But anybody could like, you know what I'm saying, take some footage of someone and try to create their own narrative if you let them, you know what I mean, like Photoshop not hard, and the way that you take pictures, the way that situations go down, you could explain it completely different than how it actually happened. So I mean,
Right.
is Kendrick actually bringing forth proof of him being inappropriate, or is he just making a claim? It seemed like a halfway truth to me right now. So it's like, all right, you ain't really up one on that. But if we going back to lyrics, y'all both holding y'all own. Like for every track Kendrick dropped, Drake dropped. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick dropped that one track. What was it like? 616 in L.A. or
Hmm.
whatever it was called. That was trash to me. He could have kept that. Out of all of the tracks that Kendrick dropped, Euphoria was the coldest. Now he dropped Not Like Us. That was a slider, you know what I'm saying? You could dance, get your boogie on, that's fun, and but the things that he was saying to it to dance to is like, bro, A minor, that's not what we want to be sliding to, bro. Like I get what you're doing, but nah, let's rethink. I mean, the summer coming up. We're not finna be out here sliding to that, bro. That's all right. Let's rethink. You know what I mean? And so Drake got, to me, his hardest one was Family Matters. The one you just played was cool. You know what I'm saying? Drake got some bars, like I'm saying, and he holding his own when it comes to this 20v1. Like Rick Ross Slade. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he didn't went so hard. He made the game switch up. Believe it or not, the game and Kendrick got a diss track to Drake. Something happened behind the scenes where now the game is dissing Rick Ross for Drake.
The game. The rapper?
The game, fool, off the West Coast. Fool. Hey, I'm tripping. I'm like, what is really going on in today's time? It's just buffoonery going on. But yeah, yeah. The game made a diss track with Kendrick Lamar talking about it's West Coast, is us versus everybody, and forget Drake. You know what I'm saying? All this nonsense, whatever.
Pull that up. Pull that up, Mike.
Pull it up.
I
Kendrick
don't.
in the game. Diss Drake.
I'll just have to take your word for it, man. I can't pull it up right now.
Because one of the coldest things, and I hear Sean what he's saying. I disagree with some of it, but I see why he's saying what he's saying. But for me personally, I think one of the coldest things is they're both saying stuff that you can discount. You know, they're both like, I don't know nothing about Kendrick beating on his wife. You know, I don't know that to be true. You know, either. Same way the daughter thing could possibly not be true. You know, they throwing darts, they throwing jabs, sometimes they throwing body blows or uppercuts, you know, like, so I mean, you can discount certain things. It's just if you already have a bias towards a particular artist, you're gonna
Right.
discount.
You're
You're
gonna,
more willing to
yeah, you're gonna
discount
rock with them.
what's what.
Yeah.
So I don't consider, you know, certain things. I consider certain things, you know, when I'm listening to it too. But one of the coldest strategies, what I would say is Drake's strategy to me is lame. He got a lame strategy for his defense. His strategy is to kind of be arrogant in his response, you know, condescending, you know, so much as to think the listening audience is stupid enough to believe some of the stuff he's saying. Like his retaliation to pretty much everything Kendrick has said so far is, well, we fed you that. You got to do more research. We fed you the information and you ran with it. No, I didn't do that. In other words, nuh-uh. Like I seen one video say, I ain't do that. That ain't me. I'm not guilty of that. But you are. I know, I know you are, but what am I? That's his response.
Well,
His
okay. So,
response the
but
whole time is, I know you are, but what am I? That's lame.
all right, all right. But
I'm
black,
gonna tell you the
like
best.
I,
I'm gonna tell you
like
the
I.
best thing
Hold on, hold on,
produced
hold on,
from
hold
this
on, hold
whole.
on, hold on, Sean. Hold
Real
on, hold
quick,
on.
let me say
Hold
this.
on,
Let
hold
me
on,
say
hold on,
this.
hold on, hold on.
The
Let me get
best
the
thing
question back
produced
out.
from.
Sean, hold on, man. Like I said, the poll question is if Kendrick won, then how did he win? Did he win it by lyrics or did he win it by culture? That's what I want to know from y'all. How did he win? And what was the deciding factor? What song made you say Drake is in a body bag? What song did Kendrick drop that made you so convinced? Because I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, Drake lost before the battle even started with a lot of people. Why? Because they lean towards Kendrick already. Okay, and they don't. A lot of people don't like the way Drake move or some of his bars or whatever. They just don't like his culture. So they gave him the L before the battle even started. Actually, a lot of people was even rooting for Kendrick as the battle was going on. So I already know that they're super biased. He was already in the bag before it began. But I want to make clear how he got in the bag and what song put Drake in the bag, Black.
Well, to me, Euphoria put him in the bag. Basically, the accusation that everybody got ghostwriters. I don't know. I haven't seen no proof of Kendrick having a ghostwriter. I've seen proof of Drake having ghostwriters. Uh, Two of them I know is out there. One of them is actually banging on him right now. One of his ghostwriters is banging on Drake right now. And he was the one who wrote for the battle against Meek. He wrote the bars against Meek for Drake. He the one put Meek in the bag, in a body bag. So, and his name, he's a battle rapper. That's what he do. Daylight. Daylight is the battle rapper that put Meek in a body bag, and Drake. And Meek never came back. He never tried to, go bar for bar, nothing like that. But now it's something when there's an accusation, the same thing y'all was saying. There's an accusation that he possibly has a ghostwriter, Kendrick, too. But it's another thing when your ghostwriter is even turning on you and banging on you. That's another level of an L right there. When the cat that helped you get to where you was lyrically to the clout chasers, that's another level clout chasing to where he helped you get to a certain level lyrically in the eyes of and the listeners and the ears of people, and then he don't even rock with you no more. Like, so now that clout that came from that, man, gonna snatch that, gonna take that off the shelf, disqualify all that. But see, people still giving them that W for that. But the dude who wrote for you, he taking it back. And we're not even counting that right now in this present battle. So I'm counting that.
Man,
He
okay.
he caught an L for
I'm
me.
but I want you to keep it specific to this
Okay,
battle, man.
Euphoria. When
What
Euphoria
you
to the
okay?
tune, listen, Euphoria lyrically, when he didn't come with overt aggression toward who he considers to be a pop star, who's a culture vulture, but he simplistically but lyrically, intricately barred him up by reading his whole family. He sat his mother down and shook his finger to his mama and shook his finger to his pops.
You
Told
talking
him
about
he
on Meet
raised
the
a
Grams?
huh?
You talking about on Meet the Grams?
Yeah, my fault. Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams. He sat
Oh, is
everybody down. He read the whole
so
family.
so Meet the
He's
Grams
going,
is the one that put him in the body,
yeah, my fault.
or
Yeah, Meet the Grams. Meet
okay?
the
But
Grams.
I'm gonna play Meet the Grams. I'm gonna play Meet the Grams.
Yeah.
In my
Uh,
opinion, the best thing that got produced out of all of this was J. Cole's Might Delete Later. And I'm telling you, out of all, because I feel like the score is even right now. I don't feel like nobody is really up, but I feel like what J. Cole is about to do next is about to be monumental.
I said that J. Cole is going to be the deciding factor. If he decides to open his mouth, it is done. Okay,
Ain't no
ain't no.
about
I would argue ain't nobody as strategically lyrical as J. Cole in this whole thing. I think
Well,
Drake is more. I think Drake is more lyrical than Kendrick, but I think Kendrick make great songs. Kendrick make conscious songs. Here's the thing, Kendrick. Let me tell y'all something. All right, the West Coast always overrate they MCs. Always. Tupac was overrated.
he
He was
wasn't rated
overrated
as
as
a
a
lyrical MC.
but
He
that's what
was
I'm
never
saying.
rated for that.
But if you ask a lot of people, they will tell you that Tupac is the best that there ever was.
But
Now let
dude,
me
people will
tell you
say
the
the same thing about
hold on,
Biggie,
black,
and he
hold on,
got
black,
two
hold on,
albums.
hold on, black. Here's the thing: people in the West Coast always overrate their MCs, and the reason why they do that is because they want to shine. Not only that, they make sure their MCs are emo rappers, emotional
West
rappers.
Coast?
Tupac, yes, Tupac was an emotional rapper. He got to the women. He dear mama, okay, Brenda got a baby, and he's an emo rapper. So is Kendrick. Kendrick is the reincarnation of Tupac to the West Coast. Okay, he is the Tupac reincarnation. Not
So not
in
Nipsey,
not in,
not Nipsey, but Kendrick.
well,
You saying?
Nipsey is not here. Nipsey is not here. Nipsey would have held the flag, but he's not here no more. Now it's Kendrick who's holding the flag. They always get an MC to hold the flag for the West Coast, and they always super over. Like if y'all think that Drake is a industry plant, Kendrick is an industry plant too. He is risen above His grade. Let me tell you something.
What?
If Kendrick, let
How
me
is
tell you
the
something.
industry
Hold
got
on, hold on.
anything?
Let me tell you this. If Kendrick was raised on the East
That's
Coast,
you
listen,
wild right
listen to
now,
me.
dude.
If
You
Kendrick was
wild.
raised on the East Coast, if Kendrick was raised on the East Coast, we wouldn't even heard of this motherfucker. For real. We wouldn't have heard of Kendrick. It's so many nice MCs in the East Coast. We wouldn't have. They would have drowned Kendrick out. His
It's
bars are
kind of like
subpar at best.
you saying everything you ain't supposed to.
No, I'm
That's what
saying
it's like right
everything
now.
that is correct.
It's like
Kendrick is
opposite worlds.
overrated because he is in the West. Now let me tell you something that Kendrick does very well. Kendrick creates songs that are absolutely amazing. I like Kendrick. I ain't a fan of nobody, but I'm a very high supporter of Kendrick. But when I listen to his music, I'm not listening for the lyrics. I'm listening for the vibe. I love his consciousness, his song arrangement, how he flip up bars and flip up styles. He does everything well except for rap. Okay, Drake
You
is a
don't rap
better
well.
rapper. No, he has a stutter step style that is it just doesn't flow as good as Drake, and Drake got more clever, more witty bars to me. Kendrick say stuff that don't make no sense. He say he's whipping feet or something like that. Maybe y'all know what that means. I don't know what that means. He's whipping feet. Like he smells a liar. He says some really I don't want to say controversial, but he says some things that don't really make a whole lot of sense. I'll just put it that way.
It's
Um,
cultural. It's cultural slang to the West Coast.
yeah, it's cultural slang to the West Coast, but it's not a universal thing. Who is that? Is that Ski? Ski? Hey, Ski.
Yeah, it's a lot of stutter.
Ski, you in the building?
That's not me.
Who is that? You,
Somebody driving.
Shine?
Probably. Alright.
Shine, if you drive and put it on mute, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, are you
but
driving?
it's loud.
Yeah.
If you drive and put it on mute for me, man.
Alright.
And but here's the thing. There is no way Kendrick could come out with all of these songs. First of all, look, you got to think about something, Black. This was all a plan, okay? This was
I
all a
believe that.
plan. They
I believe that.
all was waiting to pounce on Drake, and it was 20v1, okay? He already had a whole bunch of songs lined up. He already wanted to get that throne. Everybody know this is all because of jealousy. Everybody's jealous of Drake because Drake did a whole bunch of songs with a whole bunch of guys, and they all feel like they better than Drake.
All right.
But
So listening
but
to
when Drake gets the contract for $500 million, and he may have the rights to buy your entire catalog, you might be a little salty. Okay.
okay. So listen. In response to that, before I forget, listen. It's one thing to be jealous of somebody who got something that you feel like you should have gotten, but it's another thing to see somebody culturally appropriating a culture that person you know behind the scenes don't respect. This person is not from the culture. The audience may or may not realize that, may not know that. This dude is a poser. He's a cultural appropriator, a colonizer, if you will. And you
I
know it for what it is. And then he gets promoted and accolades for that. And you like, he ain't really that
I
though.
don't
He
agree with
ain't
that.
that. And I'm gonna call him out
I,
on that.
I
And
don't
now
agree
you're
with
gonna
that,
give him a
man.
piece of my stuff, and I
I don't
actually do this?
I don't agree with that.
We ain't
I
finna
don't
do
think.
that. He's a vanilla
Listen,
ice.
listen. No, he's not. I don't believe that
He's
Drake is
vanilla
a
ice.
culture appropriating man. Look, listen.
He's
People got to
Vanilla Ice,
stop
man.
this. People got to stop
He
this.
make bangers though.
Drake. You can't get to the point that he is
Yes, you
by
can if
not
you're
knowing.
Jewish.
No, man, he's black too.
No, I
He's
know he's a
black too.
brother. He's an actual brother. He's an Israelite actually. But what I'm
Yeah,
saying, that ain't my point.
he's
My
Jewish
point
on
is
both sides for
no,
real.
but listen, not Jewish. He Jewish on his mother's side,
He's
but
a Jew who's Jewish.
he's an actual Jew
He's
on
a
his
Jew
father's
who
side, which
and
is what
Jewish.
matters. But listen, the point is not that. The point is if you have that perspective, he in his own mind rocks with that perspective that he's Jewish and he's proud of it and all that. He was put there, in my opinion, he was put there to do what he's doing, to gain
Which
control.
culture
It's
is he
it's
appropriating?
he's appropriating.
He's not appropriating if his father is black, man. He's not
Listen,
appropriating.
listen to what I'm saying.
No,
He's
hold on. But there's a
appropriating.
video. There's a video to show that Drake was writing his own songs long ago. Okay, the guy do got a pen. People got to stop with the whole
Yeah,
he's
listen,
some
I
kind
don't
of
know. I
Milli
can't.
Vanilli. He's not no
I haven't
Milli
seen no
Vanilli,
proof
man.
of that. I haven't seen.
Dude,
I don't know what he
the
really
rappers who
what he
were going
wrote.
against him know he got a pen. Ask Kanye. He wrote bars for Kanye. He
He
wrote
probably
bars
did
for
because
Kanye.
Kanye hired. He hires writers. He hires writers. He
But that's
probably
what
wrote
I'm
one for
saying. He
Ye,
wrote he
but
wrote
Ye ain't
bars for
known for
Ye.
lyricism.
He
Ye is not
wrote
known
bars.
for lyricism.
I'm gonna tell you something. Drake did more for he did more for more rappers in this industry. He did more for more rappers than Kendrick ever could do. He put
What?
he said he handed Kendrick his first number one. You know how many number ones Drake got? He got about
I'm sure he
50
got
or
1,000
70.
of them. Yeah,
You
because they
know,
control the algorithm.
Kendrick don't even have one really.
Dude, they
He
control.
don't.
Them people control the algorithm. Them people that put dude on, that put him in position, and
They
put all
wasn't.
this team around him, put a whole industry around him. The system. The dude who's behind Drake owns. He owns half the industry, man. He run half the industry, the music industry.
I
What are you
know you
talking
talking about
about?
Lucien, Universal
Yeah,
Music Group.
I'm talking
I
about, dude.
know.
What? Nah, I'm talking
That's
about,
I
not
dude.
mean,
He
that's
got a
not the
whole.
entire key. That's not the entire key to Drake's success,
I
man.
ain't saying it's
Okay,
the
you can't just
entire.
if they were going to do that, black, they would have put a regular all Jewish guy in the industry
It
and
wouldn't
had
have
him.
worked. It wouldn't have worked that way. You got to be dipped
That's
in
what I'm.
chocolate for it to work.
Oh my God, man!
Yeah,
Look,
yeah. You gotta have that white supremacist mentality. Like it seems like
but
dude is starting
but
to be
you're
exposed for.
you're acting as
But you
though
got
the
to be
guy
dipped in
has no
chocolate.
talent at all. You're acting like he has no
Nah,
talent.
this is
He
what I'm
got
saying,
talent.
man. You gotta have talent to
Hold on,
even be recruited.
hold on one second, Black. Ski, Ski,
I hear you.
are you there? Uh,
Okay.
Chime in on this, man. What is your ideas about this whole thing?
I mean, like I was saying before, that's just how it go. Everybody, everybody want to be number one. And like he was saying, where Drake is at. Drake he's a plant. He was put there. That's who he is. He was made to be. What's that song he came out with? Tootsie Slide. He was made to be Michael Jackson. Oh man, they pop stars. Like Michael Jackson was going at it with Prince. So what do
I think he passed. I think he passed Michael Jackson with number ones. That's another thing
I
they're
mean,
jealous of. He
exactly.
passed MJ with number ones. Now, is it Drake's fault that he is who he is, or is it
I
Dude,
or is it so-called
you
industry?
missing the
Who you
point. You
mad?
keep missing
No,
the
who
point,
I
man.
want to know who people mad at. Are they mad at Drake for being himself, or are they mad at the
Dude,
industry for
you
putting him as a plant?
you
I
missing the
mean,
Which
point.
one? Black. Which one is it? Who are people upset with? Are they upset at the industry or Drake?
You
I,
asking the wrong questions.
well,
No, that's a legitimate question. What is it that
They're
people are
mad.
because it's coming off as just jealousy. It's just coming off as jealousy. That's almost like people hating on Eminem because he got so many fans. Yeah, he got a lot of fans, and a lot of them ain't melanated. Okay, a
So
lot
the
of them.
point,
But are
look,
you going to
this the
get mad
thing,
at
man.
Eminem for being Eminem? Are you going to
People
what are you
always
going to
going
do?
at people are always going at Eminem too, because and me for one of the reasons why I don't give Eminem all the accolades that a lot of people give him is because if anybody else would have said those bars, but they was black, it wouldn't have went as far as his accolades went. And I think we all can agree on that. Would you not?
Let me respond this way. Let me respond this way. There is a reality that we all as melanated people gotta get over. It just is what it is, and that is that the white audience is going to purchase and buy more music than the minority group, and that means it ain't about them getting elevated. It's just that they have a whole nother community that is supporting them. Eminem has that community supporting them. Drake has that community supporting them. Okay, him. That is something. It ain't. Oh, the Lucien is putting all these spins on Drake. No, he just happened to have a demographic and a community that supports him, and that's a reality that we just gonna have to live with. They're not
Do
gonna
you
buy
just say
a. They're
Kendrick
not
got
gonna
the
buy.
whole West Coast supporting him? It ain't about support alone. You're not
No, I'm
understanding
talking.
the agenda behind all this.
I'm talking about a demographic, man,
There's a
that
big picture,
supports.
man.
Hold on, Black. I'm talking about the demographic that supports the Eminems and the Drakes of the world. Okay, they even support J. Cole. The thing is, they just gravitate towards their music. Look, everybody's going to have somebody they're going to cheer for. Kendrick got the brothers and sisters on lock. Why? Because he's a very conscious rapper and he talks
Hey,
about conscious things we can relate to. But guess what? The other demographic is not so attached to
Drake
that.
Drake said it in one of his songs. He said, "You boys can't get booked outside of America for Nan. I'm all out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan." So similar
Mm.
to what you're saying is when you worldwide, you just got a different demographic and you gon' blow up. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you're
the
not
same
from the
thing.
states and they control your algorithms, you get more exposure, you get more spins, you get more publicity. When you got a team writing for you, you get more lyrical support. But my thing is this, man. Like I said, dude was put here. He got a system. When you say 20v1, I think you need to reevaluate whose perspective that's aimed at. Kendrick is battling ghostwriters
No, come
and
on, man.
industry.
Drake got a pen, man.
He's battling AI at this point. He even said that. It's he battling, am I going against you or your ghostwriters or AI? That's
Yeah,
the
because
20v1.
Lil Dicky
That's
right
the
for
real one.
Drake.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Lil Dicky and
Look,
Drake, they sound
he might have signed with Drake's label. I don't know if he writes for him, but
they
the
put
thing
about
is this.
mitzvah.
This is
Lil
what
Dicky,
I'm noticing. You said what,
they
Ski?
in the they go to bar mitzvahs together. They related
Well,
to
I mean,
something. Lil Dicky
they
right
ain't
for Drake.
related. They just part of the same
they Jewish
community. But look,
brothers.
but
Exactly.
here's the thing, dog. Here's the thing that I'm noticing, and this goes beyond this battle. American people are so freaking arrogant, man. We are so fucking arrogant as Americans. Let me give you another example of what I'm talking about.
when I see
Anybody,
Drake,
hold on,
when I see
hold on.
Drake,
Let me finish the thought. Let me finish the thought, Ski.
I see
Every
Lil
time
Dicky.
I hold on, man. Okay, so here's the thing. People cannot stand. People cannot stand when foreigners do better than Native Americans, or not Native Americans, but people from America. We can't stand when foreigners. Let me give you an example. Y'all heard of Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I know you heard of him because you got the hat on, Black.
He
Giannis
ain't number,
is
he
one
ain't
is
number
one
them
of the sickest is one of the
top
sickest
2 point.
ball players right now. Can I finish the thought, Ski? I promise I'm gonna let you in, man. People, Giannis was balling hard, but you know what happened with Giannis? He was hated all over the league. Not because he ain't got no skills, it's because he ain't American. Okay? The same thing is happening with Drake. People don't like Drake in America because he ain't American. If Drake was born and raised here in America, he would not be getting the hate that he's doing. As a matter of fact, he will get treated similarly to how J. Cole is getting treated. And J. Cole, um, the reason why J. Cole is split in his decision between this beef is because
Ain't
he's a part of both worlds. He's a part of the mixed,
ain't
uh,
dude from Paris
you
or
know,
something? He ain't from America.
who? J.
That dude,
Cole?
from another country. He from Sweden or something.
J. Cole, North Carolina, North Cackalack. What are you talking about? He's
All
from
right.
North Carolina. So he's American, but Drake is not. And a
Like
lot of
them.
American and a
Like
lot of
what they.
American.
We know Obama wasn't born in the States. He was born over there in Saudi Arabia or something.
Oh,
So
come on, man. Not the Obama stuff. Look, he was born in Hawaii, bro. Okay? But my point is this. People cannot stand when people are not from America and they blow up in our culture. It could be baseball. It could be basketball with Giannis. They don't even like Jokic in Denver. Why? Because he ain't American. They only celebrate the stuff that is homegrown. People want to see the Lakers go to the end. They don't want to see the Nuggets or the Bucks go to the end. Why? Because they superstars are foreign. Same thing with rap. Okay, they don't like to see rappers take the culture that was born and bred in America, and they take it and run with it and do numbers with it that Americans could not do. Not a whole lot of rappers is signing deals for $500 million, and that just breeds a whole bunch of jealousy. A whole
Okay,
bunch of
so
jealousy.
in listening to what you're saying, I believe what you're saying is people from other cultures that come into this homegrown culture and do crazy numbers breeds jealousy for the people that's here and homegrown,
Facts.
right? All
Facts.
right, I get it. That may have a point, and that may be a point of contention for a lot of people. That's not my particular perspective. I get what you're
Nobody
saying. I
nobody's
just
gonna
don't
admit
think,
that.
hold on. I just don't think it's relevant to this conversation for me personally. I think people have always seen Drake as a pop star, as, a bubblegum type entertainer, and he's very good at making very good songs. He makes good songs. Because let me back up. This is what I want to do and say and acknowledge. Drake makes good songs. I'm not a Drake hater. I don't hate
Correct.
Drake just for the sake of being Drake. I don't hate dude for that. Everybody has a lane. Even the new, like, the girl rappers, I can't even think of none of their names offhand. Sexy Red, one of them, her, if I can think of
Mm.
anything. Like, I couldn't tell you none of
Ice
her
Spice.
bars or nothing like that, but she's blowing up, right? She's like one of the top rappers right now, right? Now, am I gonna hate on her? Because when you say not from America, what you're talking about is a culture. And you said Americans. So you umbrellaed America as one culture, if we can isolate what you actually trying to say. So if you're gonna put it in that perspective, we gotta speak it for what it is. You talking about an American culture. Our culture don't rock with foreigners, is what you trying to say. Well, we could say that if a person from another culture does come over to another culture and does well in that culture, but don't really respect that culture, we could say that that person does deserve to kind of get pointed out and antagonized, because what they're doing is feeding off that other culture, which, if I recall right, that is being accurately called a culture vulture. You're feeding on something. And I say vulture because vultures feed on the dead. And what did Nas say about 10 years ago? Hip hop is dead. And what did K Dot put on his head? A crown of thorns, as to say what? That he's gonna resurrect the whole state of hip hop.
Blasphemous.
Ironically, I mean, it was blasphemous to a certain degree, yeah.
Did you
But at
notice
the
that
same time, hold on,
Pac
before I
had
lose my
one on
thought,
Machiavelli? He had it. Go
before I
ahead.
lose my thought, I'm making the connections. I'm actually connecting the dots, if you will. What I'm saying is, yes, if we're talking about a culture and we're talking about America or United States not rocking with foreigners, that's one perspective. But we have to acknowledge that if you are going to come over to another culture, you can't just do it with no regard to the people that's over here who still rock with it. There's a demographic of people in this culture that honor and respect what we are witnessing, and we respect this culture for what it is, hip hop culture I'm speaking to. And it don't matter what you are. If you got bars, you got bars, right? If you respect the culture, you salute, you pay homage, you kiss the ring to a certain degree, ain't nobody gonna hate on that. Eminem, for namely, is one that actually, even though, okay, he was dissing Donald Trump and, he did his whole thing during the BET Awards and all that, he stood with a bunch of brothers and he paid homage. That was his way of kissing the ring, right? He kissed the ring to this culture to a certain degree, and he's always done that. He does his homework. He writes his own lyrics. It's harder to hate on something like that. But when you oblivious to what's going on over here and you don't take no moments to honor the culture that you eating off of, you dang right you got a right to get disrespected by the culture. You can't come over and step on nobody's toes and eat off their plate and you don't bring nothing to the table but
Black,
shucking and jiving,
black,
dancing and
black,
booty shaking.
black.
Man, what?
No, that's not.
What?
That's not what's happening.
Man, please.
Okay.
Not over
I've
here.
seen. Y'all might not remember, but
Not
in,
over
in
here.
especially in Drake's earlier years, he paid homage to a whole bunch of people. Paid homage to Lil Wayne. Paid
In
homage
wordplay,
to
in wordplay,
hold on. He paid homage to Jay-Z. He paid homage to all of the rappers who came before him. He was real humble. But at the same time, he's a talent himself. Okay, nobody stays on top forever, and Drake is not going to stay on top forever. But it's hard to argue that he is not on top right now. He is on top. This is why
yeah, it's
everybody
easy
is
to argue
jealous,
that.
and
What are you
he's
talking
not
about? It's
home,
easy to
and
argue that.
he's not homegrown. So that's why a lot of people have a problem with him, because they want to sun him
Well,
forever. They
to
want
me,
to
he's
sun
like,
him.
he's a I think it's BTS, the group. He's like, he's a pop star, like BTS or whatever that Korean foreign
Listen,
group is.
well,
Like they numbers
listen.
is
You
crazy. Hold
you're
on, let me
see,
finish this
but
little quick point. Their numbers is crazy because they're international, right? They foreign and they're a new sensation, and they got the industry behind them to boost their, and all that. But their talent wise, it's like, okay, they're average, but what they do, BTS, is they appropriate black music. To put it real plain, they appropriate black culture, black music, and they blow up doing it. They rapping, they got cornrows in their hair, and they're breakdancing, and they recruit local talent to get their cultural esteem and points up so that they can properly appropriate it and get acknowledged for it, right?
Listen, man,
So
our
to the
culture is
point
out
where
there, man.
no, but this is what I'm
Our
saying.
culture is out there. We got Africans rapping now. We got Japanese. We got Chinese rap. The cat is out the bag. We can't worry
That
about
ain't even an
who
argument. That's not
who
the
is
point at all.
appropriating our
Listen to the
the
point,
whole black. The whole world is appropriating our culture.
dude.
I went to Africa, right? And
So can you acknowledge dude is
hold on.
appropriating?
They said the Africans said y'all don't know how much of a pull and an influence y'all are. African Americans, we bite damn near everything y'all do. We watching very closely. Everything they see on the internet, from the music to the our women and our even our dating practices, is getting rubbed off on everybody in the world. We can't worry about who's appropriating us. The whole world is guilty of that. We got to get over that. And Drake, he was into rap a long time ago. Okay, he was actually a rapper. Yeah, he did start by being an actor, but he was always writing with the pen. He was. I don't claim he's being a culture vulture because he was part of the culture. Just because you live
He
a couple states over, yeah, and you got a borderline in in
he
uh,
be
in Canada versus, I mean, he ain't nothing but a couple 100 miles away from the United States in Toronto. So let's not act like this is something that we are the only ones who can be good at, and the owners, just like basketball. Other people from foreign lands can be good at basketball. Are they appropriating us? No, everybody's just salty because we get dominated by them. The Nuggets just won the championship. Get over it. The culture is over the world now.
That
So
ain't
I
the
don't
point.
understand
That ain't
all of
even an
this.
argument.
He
You saying
copying us.
stuff
He
that's
appropriating
not
us.
even
You're gonna have to get over that. I tell you what,
you
the United
listen. That's
States need to
not even
do.
the
Hold on,
debate.
the United States.
Speak to the debate.
Everybody in the United States need to listen to this. Y'all need to step your motherfucking game up, okay? Because the world is catching up. We used to be in the Olympics, right? And we used to play basketball in the Olympics. We used to serve every country. It was easy. Jordan, Magic, we serving everybody. Magic got a big ass cheese on his face, okay? Having fun. Jordan dunking on people. Guess what? That shit ain't changed. They ain't flying no more. Everybody in the world is catching up with everything that we do, and we got to get over it. Okay, and
That's
Drake is
not
a
the
part,
debate.
and Drake is part of that movement. But I'm gonna tell you this, yeah, and this is
Not the
another thing
debate.
I
That's
want to
not
talk.
what
Hold
nobody's
on. This is
even
this is the
discussing
point
that.
too. This is a point too. You are strictly judging Drake off of what you call culture vulture and stuff like that. You're not judging him based solely off of this battle. You're not. You're being biased
So
before the
listen,
battle even starts.
let
So
me explain
address that.
what I'm judging him off of.
Please tell me what
Hold
put
on,
Drake in the bag.
before you ask, let me address. Basically,
Dude,
I
let me
mean,
finish my
it's
thoughts, man.
you said a whole bunch. I got to rebuttal
Yeah,
some of that. Like before you ask me a question and I skip. Listen, bump all that other stuff. Bump all that what you just like. I hear you,
nah, ain't
but
no ain't
man,
no
that
bump
ain't
Uh,
all
what we
that.
talking about.
I made some hella
Listen,
facts right
let me
there.
speak, bro.
Step
Let
your
me.
G up,
Hey,
everybody
hold that thought.
in
Hold that
America.
thought. Hold
I
that
love
thought.
you, but step your G up.
Hold that thought, cause yeah, everybody do need to step their bars up. I agree with that. Everybody do need to step their bars up. I agree with that. I ain't got no problem with that at all. And hopefully this battle will help with that. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is this. Drake is rapping more now about the mob, right? Drake is in videos now with the leader of the Hells Angels. Did you see that?
I seen that.
Is he in the Hells Angels? Right? Is he in the mob?
Yeah, he
Like,
live in
is
his
he a
neighborhood.
shooter? Is he a shooter?
They live
Is
in his
he in it
neighborhood.
though?
He just
Is
neighbors
he
with him.
in it?
He just
Okay.
neighbors with him.
Okay. Understand this, man. The dude is rapping about stuff with street edge, and he's rapping with people who are in the streets who have street edge. And I understand it from an industry perspective why you would do that, because literally it gives you some street cred. I get it. It helps you sell records because you know over here, especially the creators of all that street cred or whatever, it gives you that street cred that's gonna get you some record sales, get you some spins. We want to hear that violence because that's what we used to. We know about that. But if you too soft, we already know you ain't finna get the spins, right? Now, if Drake really rapped about his personal life in Canada, I don't know. Maybe he is a terror, a menace in Canada in real life. Maybe he is. Maybe hanging out with the his neighbor, Hell's Angels. Maybe he really rock with dude in real life, and they really do runs or whatever. I don't know. But I got a feeling, I got a hunch, because K-Dot, from what I understand, is actually in a gang, right? Now, my thing about K-Dot is, my thing about dude is, people don't give him enough credit for being conscious, right? He literally comes from Compton, California. His environment is a lot of criminal activity.
He froze up.
We could say that. There's a lot of criminal activity in Compton. We could argue that, or we can just acknowledge that, yeah, more than likely, how he grew up, he was surrounded by stuff that he could have gotten involved in real life. So he ain't have to reach too far to write what the stuff that he writes.
Black.
But
Hold
the
on,
simple
let me
fact
respond.
is
You said a lot. Let me respond.
I made
to that.
1 point so far.
Listen,
1 point.
I know, but you long-winded. Let me respond to that. Look, listen, man. We got to give people a creative license to say be creative, man. Okay. Everybody now you want to claim that K Dot he's in a gang, so he has a license to say whatever the hell he wants, and Drake can't say that because
that wasn't my point.
He don't live that life. He making raps and music about Hell's Angels, and everybody is so fucking jealous of Drake, and it's really sad, to be honest.
Okay, that's your point. Everybody's
jealous. He's a 6'2", light-skinned, mixed Jewish guy who got connections with the head of Universal Music Group, okay, Lucien, and he just signed a $500 million deal, and everybody is Jay as hell.
Jewish people are rich,
including Kendrick. Y'all need to get over it. You need to listen.
That's your point.
I haven't seen Drake go.
Okay, made 2-3 points.
I haven't seen Drake go in on anybody. I haven't seen this guy do nothing but try to help other musicians and try to collab with other people. I haven't seen him have any kind of cold-hearted nature towards anybody.
He need that cred. So listen, let me make my point now. All right. Like I said, like I was saying, man, dude was in the turf that does the stuff that Drake's is incoherently here and there writing about and trying to get some people surrounding him that will speak to these certain street politics and, this, that, and the third, because he know fans want to hear it. He know people want to hear that here and there. So he does that. Literally, that's what I'm talking about when I say appropriating. I'm not talking about the fact that, okay, he's Jewish or he's not a brother at all. I know his pops is a black man. I know that. But what I'm talking about is when you go into, because the credit that I'm giving K Dot, the edge that I'm giving him, and this is the reason I'm giving it to him. To me, K Dot could be more criminal in his lyrics. In my opinion, he should be more thuggish. He should rap more street, more gully. He should be gutter when he rapping, based off the politics and the people surrounding him that he sees or he grew up seeing on a daily basis. It would be true to him to speak to the degradation of our community and really disrespect black people as a whole. He should be killing niggas left and right in his lyrics based off where he came from. But the fact that he ain't, the fact that he's actually conscious, the fact that he's actually trying to boost niggas up from the West Coast, not the East Coast, which is known for that in its origin, please. People
So now you
sleeping
want to
on
give
that
him
point.
credit for shit he ain't doing
People,
now? Now you
I'm
want to
giving him credit
give
for.
him credit for the stuff he
Listen,
do, and now you giving him credit for stuff he
listen,
don't do?
listen
Cut
to
it
what I'm
out,
saying.
man.
Listen
I'm
to what.
listening
Did you
to
hear what I
you.
said?
You
The
saying he
point
could
is
go
this.
harder, but
Listen,
I'm giving him credit because he did this, that, and the third. Like K
no,
Dot is
no, you only
basic,
heard
dog.
half of it. Listen
If
to
he
what
was
I'm saying.
born on the East Coast, you would not have heard from this dude.
So
We
listen to
wouldn't know
what I'm
who he
saying.
is. His bars ain't
Listen,
elite enough to last in the East Coast. They just not.
listen to what I'm
And he
saying.
got super producers on the West Coast. He got Dr. Dre in them. Of course, they're gonna elevate this guy. He got the whole West Coast. I ain't got nothing against West Coast rappers for the record. Okay. I think that K Dot makes a lot of great music. I just don't think he is lyrically better than Drake. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, you can say that 1,000 times and it won't be true. The
Okay, well,
bottom line is this,
look. It's
man.
it's
Listen,
like an
hold
asshole,
on,
right?
hold on. I'll let you
Everybody
talk.
got an
I'll let you
opinion. It's
talk,
like an
dog. I'll let you
asshole.
talk. Let me go on and
No,
speak on mine.
okay,
Listen.
don't hog the mic then,
So the
Black.
so the thing is this, man. Like I said, I don't think you heard what I literally said.
I heard
It's
what you
not what
said,
he's
man. You was
not
giving him
doing.
credit for what he's
It's
not doing.
dude, Cayete, man. The
Go,
bottom
man.
line is this. The bottom line is this. He could be more ratchet in his delivery, based off where he came from. But the fact that he's not, and the fact that he's showing consciousness in his lyrics, and I know that's not a popular thing in the streets, from what I understand. I ain't a street dude, but in the streets, I wouldn't take that to be a socially acceptable thing when you in survival mode. Now I don't know about Drake, but I know Kendrick. If he came from that turf, that area, being all socially aware is a vulnerability, and the fact that you still doing that in an industry that created the theme F the police and NWA and street knowledge and all that mentality and all that. The fact that, dude, it takes a different level of a pen for you to actually get your point across and still be respected in the streets and socially aware to where the culture rock with you. So he fighting on different levels. Now, Drake is only there to make you shake your booty. And is he lyrical doing that? You could say he is. Does he have bangers, dope producers and industry moguls behind him, AI, ghostwriters, and dope beats? Of course he does. Of course he does. But do that make him better? Man, cut it
Well,
out.
let me say this. One thing Kendrick got over Drake is consciousness. You're not gonna get no argument from me. That's why if I'm in an emo state of mind and I need some consciousness, I'm putting Kendrick on 10 times out of 10. Okay.
So you got to be emotional to be
Hold
awake?
on, listen to me. But if I see why you always
Hold on, are you a vulture?
interrupt hold on. Why are you always interrupting me? I'll let you talk, man. Now here's the
All
thing.
right, go ahead.
If I want to hear some bars, I'm going to listen to Drake because I think bar for bar, Drake is just a better writer. It's just simple as that. Now you can say, "Oh
That's
no,
what
he
you
got
think?
ghostwriters, this, that, and the third." I refuse to believe the guy got to where he is without having a pen. That is absolutely
He
ridiculous.
got
Okay,
no
the guy got a
triple
pen.
entendres,
I think he was just. I think
none,
no, he don't got no triple
let
entendres.
alone double
I tell you
entendres.
what.
Nah,
I tell
man.
you
His
what.
is very
I'm a. I'm a.
fluffy.
I'm
It's
a play.
very
I'm a.
sarcastic.
I'm a play. I'm a. Let's get back to the battle.
Narcissist.
Let's get back to the battle.
That's
Why
Drake,
did
but it's
why did
put
why
clever.
did let me ask you. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'll put it this way. Drake won when it came to songs. I enjoy listening to Drake songs way more than I enjoy listening to Kendrick's. Now, Kendrick won because of culture. I think Kendrick is more conscious, and I rock with him way more. I don't like some of the cornball shit that Drake do culturally. Okay, I think Drake won lyrically, Kendrick won culturally, and the fans won. Period. Okay, the fans are the real winners. But between the two different categories, Drake won lyrically and with songs. And Kendrick won culturally because everybody's not only ride behind him, he's the homeboy. He, he's bred here in the USA, and he is conscious. I have yet to hear anything conscious from Drake. I don't even hear anything conscious from Lil Wayne. This is a knock I got against both of those guys, both Drake and Little. They don't say nothing conscious. It's all party music, and we know because Lil Wayne is a little like he got a bit of a love affair with another community because I guess a cop saved him when he was about to die. I mean, I understand why he feel that way, but he never really connected with black folks like that, and he wasn't no conscious leader for Drake, and Drake wasn't no is not no conscious leader. So that's the knock against I have against those guys, but that's pretty much how I have it split up. That's why I have it pretty much as a draw because I do. But here's the problem. I think people are giving Kendrick way too much credit. Okay, they're saying that he won culturally, but I don't think they're paying attention to the actual lyrics and the songs. I really don't. If they do, then I can't see how they can think that Kendrick is beating him lyrically. Okay, let me tell you my favorite part of this whole battle. My favorite part of this whole battle is Family Matters verse 2. That's my favorite part of this whole battle. And there is nothing Kendrick did better than that Family Matters verse 2. Now, I even like the Heart Part 6. Okay? I even like that whole joint. But I did like some of Kendrick's. But the problem I have with Kendrick is he made a whole song talking to another man's child. I don't respect that. Okay? He talking about allegations of this guy being some kind of, toucher to young girls. Listen, if you're going to talk about that stuff, I want receipts. I want some hard facts receipts. Now, what Pusha T did is he had receipts. Okay, he had receipts. That's why I respect it. That's why, even though I didn't necessarily think he won lyrically with Pusha T won lyrically, he won because he had receipts. Kendrick is talking out of his ass. Okay, and he's coming up with, oh, Drake got a daughter that we didn't know about. He's stealing concepts from Pusha T. Okay, he is making these allegations for he's making these allegations as far as him being some kind of toucher, and he's just not. None of it is really hitting hard. If you're going to talk about that stuff, have the receipts. And if you don't have the receipts, I null and void all of that stuff. I null and void all of that stuff.
I can agree. I can agree from a more biased standpoint. When your guy is against the wall, you gotta say that. You gotta say that. You gotta say, I need receipts. I need proof. You gotta say that because they both are flinging things. Like dude's wife supposedly is getting her cheeks clapped, behind Kendrick back, allegedly, right? I don't know if there's receipts out there for that. Kendrick being molested, which is what is bringing all his PTSD, and which is why he's targeting Drake for being a pedophile, right? According to Drake, allegedly, right? I don't know if there's any receipts for that. I mean, I can go on here too. So that kind of is like, they both saying stuff to try to tear each other down. Now, if you're gonna go the
Malachi is in the
logistic route,
building.
what
Hold
up,
on,
Kyle?
Malachi is in the building. What's up, man?
What's up?
Can
What's
you
up,
hear?
guys?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can hear you.
Yeah, now let me finish this real quick, and then we can bring Kai in. Like I said, they both are throwing jabs at each other to try to tear each other's image down. If this is an image contest about who's real and who's fake, I think even you would agree, based off your previous comments, Drake ain't gonna win that. That can't be his angle in order to win this battle. Lyrically,
That's
he's
not. That's
not
not what the battle.
out.
That's not what the battle is
Hold on.
about.
Let me finish. If that is his angle, though, right? Oh, you doing this and you a bad person and you beating your wife and you're a terrible person too. After Kendrick sat him and his whole family down and ridiculed them with truths, allegedly, right?
No, yeah, don't. You
Now,
can't
so
say
listen.
truths and allegedly at the same time, bro.
Well,
Okay, if
I
it's
don't know.
alleged, it's alleged.
Neither one of them knows
It was
them
all his
personally. This is
opinions. He
their
was
perspective.
talking to. He
Hold
was
on, let
talking
me
to his
finish my
son.
thought, man. Let me
He was talking
finish
to
my
his
thought.
son, and it was
Let me
all
finish my thought.
speculation, man. Go
Let me
ahead.
finish my thought. Bottom line is this: they both are making alleged allegations, right? They both doing that. So you can't disqualify one and make him produce some receipts and not hold your guy to the same standard. So lyrically, who's winning the image battle right now? You called it culture. I'm calling it culture and image because that's grouped in there. If you're going to give the culture to Kendrick, you just gave Kendrick the whole battle. I'm done. Don't say
All
what you
right,
got to say.
now, okay, Malachi, what's up, man? You in the
What
building?
up with you? What's up with you? You
I
hear me?
can't hardly see you, man. We can't see you.
You can't see me?
We see your ceiling fan. There we go.
Hold on.
What? Okay. Uh,
You can see me?
no,
You can't see me? Yeah.
no, man. Your whole. I only see forehead, man. Bring it down a little bit more. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we
You see
go.
me?
Okay, I got a
Talking.
question. I got a question for you.
All right.
And it's a four part question. Okay, I want you to pick. I want you to pick. Did who won the battle? Is it Drake number one because of his culture? Is it Kendrick number two because of his culture? Is it Drake number one because of his, or number three because of his bars? Or is it Kendrick number four because of his bars? Okay, so who won and why?